Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. In today's video, we are going to discuss about placement of objects within Blender and some quick tips. So let's get started. I'll go to the perspective view. I'll figure out a good orientation for it. Now as you can see that this looks good, but I'll rotate it further. I'll give it this much. Yeah, this looks fine. I'll move this sphere. I'll go to the top view. I also scale the cylinder along Z axis. Okay, now as you can see that over here I have scaled the cylinder along Z axis. But if you want to scale the cylinder along X and the Y axis and you want the Z axis to remain constant, what will you do? So what you can do is you can press S, then press Shift plus the axis you want to remain constant on. Like for example, in this case I want the Z axis to remain constant. So I'll press Shift and then Z. So now as you can see that two axes have come, which means that it will be scaling only along those axes and the Z axis will remain constant. You can see it's not scaling along the Z axis but only along the X and the Y axis. Now I'll go to the front view and I'll scale it along Z axis again. Then I'll grab it and I'll move it somewhere over here. What I'm trying to basically do is make a composition over here so that you can also try it when you are watching this tutorial. So this way you will learn about scaling, rotating and moving the objects precisely, and also how to create basic 3D compositions with it, just in case you need them. You can add multiple objects. For now I'll add torus over here, or the donut. So I'll basically bring it over here. Whenever you see that an object is being grayed out, it means that it is intersecting or within another object. As you can see, it's within the square for that part, that is why it's being grayed out. So I'll bring that up. And now I'll add a monkey too. You can see that switching views helps my workflow increase exponentially, because if I know that what viewport I want to shift to and what the action I want to take, it becomes very easy for me to do that very efficiently. I'll move it now. I'll scale it down a bit. I'll also rotate it. Okay, so here's a tip now. If you want to move an object only along two axes and the third axis needs to remain constant, what should be the shortcut for that? We just discussed something very similar to that a few moments earlier. I know you figured it out. It was using the shift button. So now if I want to move this monkey only along the X and the Y axis and I'm in top view, and I want to be sure that the object isn't moving in Z axis as well. So what I'll do is I'll press G and then I'll press Shift Z, which means that it is cancelling out that axis. So I'll press G and then I'll press Shift plus Z, which means that only X and Y axis are the remaining options for moving that object. Now I can be sure that when I'm moving this object, it will not move in the Z axis. So I'll place it over here. You can see we have a decent looking composition, and for today's video we'll keep it to this. I want you to try this composition over here. As an extra exercise, I will leave an image in the description below. If you want, you can create that image. All you will need is the Shift plus A command to add objects and the transformation commands, that is S, R and G, to place those objects properly in the scene. I hope you are able to create that. If not, please do let me know in the comment section below so we can touch upon that topic, or I can help you at the part where you are stuck. This video was the last part of the 4-part Blender for SketchUp user series. I hope you guys learned something from it. I created this series mainly for SketchUp users who are wanting to make a shift to Blender but were unable to do so. Now that you are familiar with Blender, I highly suggest that you watch some basic beginner tutorials for Blender users, which will get you even more familiar to the software and help you in creating great stuff later on. I hope you learned something new from this video today. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, hit the bell notification icon for latest updates, and guys, do not forget to share it with your friends and other SketchUp users who are wanting to learn Blender for a long time and were not able to do so. Thank you.